Review services and clubs. You will find and see advertising all over the internet for services offering to get you Amazon product reviews. These types of services do vary a lot in both price and how they work. However, they do all have one thing in common. They need to be very careful when using them. Generally speaking, Amazon do not appear to like these review services and clubs and are becoming far more proactive in removing reviews and banning reviewers. Also, paying directly for a review is strictly against their terms of service. They consider this to be review manipulation, and if you are found guilty of this, they can terminate your account. Remember, you work very hard to build your business. It is not worth risking it over paying for reviews. Now, admittedly, it can be very frustrating if you see a competitor suddenly get a ton of reviews out of nowhere, and they are probably using a review service. However, this does not mean you should fight fire with fire. If they want to risk their business, that is their choice. While having more reviews can help when competing for page 1 or even top rankings, in reality, when you get to 50 or more reviews, you have a good footing, and it's a great start as long as you continue to add more reviews over a period of time. Consider when you use Amazon yourself. If you see two products and one has 500 reviews at say 4.4 rating and one has 50 at 4.8, does it really make that much difference to your choice? The method you have learned in the first two modules provides you with a safe method for acquiring a large number of reviews. Admittedly, they may come slower than using a review service. However, slower is far more natural looking to Amazon and builds a solid foundation for your product. Do not fall into the trap of trying to get too many reviews too fast. So what are the different types of service? Well, firstly, any service that charges you per review is an absolute no-no. This is most definitely paying for a review. It is totally against Amazon's TOS, and you could have your account permanently terminated. Also, we do not recommend using the small review clubs that you might find on Facebook or just normal websites. Mainly because with a small number of reviewers, each one is going to be reviewing a lot of products. And while that is not necessarily a bad thing, the vast majority want to keep getting products, so give all 5-star reviews. So this is very easy for Amazon to spot if they go looking. You have to remember, Amazon has all the data it needs to know what the normal behavior of a reviewer is. Using a service that just provides reviews and charges a monthly fee may also be considered by Amazon as paying for reviews. Even if they do not consider this an issue right now, they might do later, and are definitely on a crackdown now due to negative press about their reviews. Now, the last one I'll mention is a service that is primarily providing other services, and reviews are just part of their overall service. These do fall into a bit of a grey area, and while we can't be certain if they are acceptable, I do use one of this type of service, and I will be talking about it in the next lesson. When it comes down to it, this is a decision you have to make yourself for your business. We can guide you and give you our recommendations, but that is all. There is no doubt Amazon are stepping up their efforts to go after false and paid for reviews, so it is a very uncertain time right now. We have only seen a couple of members' accounts get closed down for review manipulation so far, and for the most part Amazon seem happy to remove reviews, but that could change. So what are the possible consequences? The most extreme result, as I've mentioned, is getting your account closed down permanently. This is very difficult to recover from. Account suspensions can happen too and require you to communicate with Amazon to get restored. And it is not always that easy to get unblocked. You might get all the reviews you acquired from the review services removed. And while that may not seem like the biggest disaster, it surely marks that account as using potentially dubious methods of getting reviews. Lastly, you might also lose perfectly legitimate reviews too. When Amazon go after reviews, they can be indiscriminate, and once they are gone, they are gone. So now you have learned about review services, and hopefully you understand the potential downsides of using certain types of review services. In the next lesson, as I said, I'm going to show you a service which does provide reviews, even though its real purpose is something else. Once again, this is something I use and many other successful sellers use, but it is still your decision to make based on the risks involved. And what I will also be showing you is what we think is the best way to use this service. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.